Hi, my name is Eric with Casual Car Talk. I'm going to speak briefly about some of the issues I've had with my Focus RS. It's currently in for the head gasket recall. I dropped it off yesterday at 4. They said by Friday they'll know whether it's just the head gasket fix or if it's going to need a new block, which has been happening. There are a few people who have said that. Oh, I did the Trump thing. But yeah, so I've had a few issues. One, my clutch pedal stuck to the floor when I was driving the other day, and once I got over the initial shock of, oh my god, my clutch is broken, there's air in the lines, it's destroyed, I broke it, my transmission blew out, whatever, I'm like, my clutch pedal stuck to the floor. I just reached down, pulled it up. I read a little bit on forums. People were like, yeah, this happened, it's really weird, and it never did it again after a year of driving it. And for me, it hasn't happened in 1,000 miles since it did. I didn't even go to my Ford dealership in town because frankly their service department is awful in Hastings, Minnesota. It's just terrible. Sales department, yeah, they're great, that's where I got my RS from, but the service department is awful. They just want to argue with you on everything and they don't believe a word you say. I wish I would have got a video of it, and it could have been, I have WeatherTech floor mats in the front, so it might have got stuck on that, but I just doubt it. It's super unusual. Maybe it's something with a safety thing in the car. I couldn't tell you, but it is something that I noticed that I wasn't too pleased about. The other is the constant smell. If you get under any power at all, it smells like something's burning, and this could be related to the head gasket issue. Maybe it's coolant, I don't know, but it smells awful. And another weird thing is that when I was just doing my winter edition video, I noticed some green fluid on the ground in front of my car, and I'm wondering, there's some Focus STs that said that this happened to them as well, and there was a line running past the turbo for the AC system, and they said some AC, some coolant or R134A was leaking out, and I guess that's green. Again, this is forums talking. I don't have any, actual proof or any warranties or recall, weird stuff, issues with that. But apparently that has been a problem in the past with the, I haven't heard a lot on the RSs, but on the STs. So I'm thinking maybe that leak is what I'm smelling, but I can't see it free dripping when I don't have, well, I haven't seen it dripping at all, but that day I had the AC cranked on full hot most of the day while I was out drifting around so I could see. I'm thinking it might be related, but I don't know. If it keeps happening and or I find a leak or find more green stuff in the snow in front of my car, whatever, I'm going to pay a lot more attention to it and see what it ends up being. But those are some of the issues I've had with the car. It's a lot of fun. I love the car. I would never recommend somebody not buying it, but I'm not a fanboy in the sense of it's the best car even with bad head gasket issues. There are flaws with this car, but it is new. I have the 17 RS. The 16s had a lot more problems, it seems like. The 18s obviously should have the new head gaskets and everything worked out. Not saying they are, but they should. And it kind of sucks that we only get the 3 years with the car because it doesn't have time to grow into a good platform that's got all the kinks worked out, and with that 2.3 Cosworth tuned motor hasn't had enough time to kind of get a little break in and some of these issues to get resolved before they roll off the line. But biggest thing is that I love the technology into this car. I hate the stop start, but I do like what they're trying to do with it. And I like that it, can beat most of the things in its class for the same price. And I am a little more performance oriented with what I like, but I can appreciate the alternative. I'm not going to say the Civic Type R is crap. I wish they would have made it four-wheel drive, and they might. And the STIs are great, but they need a refresh pretty bad, in my opinion. But I like the RS. I like how modern it is. I like how much they're trying to kind of keep the next step going. That's something I appreciate about Ford in general, but I like everything. I like competition. I like seeing all these awesome cars come out that cost, 40 grand or under. Having the Fiesta ST, that's a huge thing for me, is that I didn't even spend 20 grand on that car, and it handled like nothing in its class. It was unbelievable. You can go to an autocross event and listen to people complain about them, but they're amazing. And the RS kind of does the same wow factor for me, except it's actually a little faster. But yeah, with the all-season tires on it in the wintertime, it's my daily driver. I love driving it. Shout out to Stealthy RS on YouTube. I watched a lot of his videos, and he did mention that with these recalls coming out for the head gaskets that there were some high-pressure bolts and a pressure line, I believe, for the fuel pump. I haven't seen anything for it officially yet, but I brought it up to the service guy when I dropped off the car on Monday, and so I'm hoping that he can get all of it done at the same time so I don't have to make two separate trips. But yeah, Stealthy RS, he does some cool stuff, and I really like his videos, and it's helped me make some decisions on what and what not to do with my car. But he knows what he's talking about. He makes good videos, and he posts frequently, so you should definitely go subscribe to him. With us, with Casual Car Talk, our little group, we're going to try to make a lot more videos. We got a GTI, Golf GTI that we're going to do. We got an Infiniti G35. I think it's an '07. Might be wrong. Might be a 6, but it's fast. It actually keeps up pretty well with the RS, and I did not know they were that quick. But it's wintertime, and he can't drive it as much because it's rear-wheel drive, and we can't give it an honest review, so that'll be in the spring. But yeah, it's we got a whole list of cars. We're going to do a Caprice, old and new. I think it's an '87 Caprice. And then a 2011 or 12, he just picked it up from Washington State. It was a cop car out there, but it's got the 6-liter, 8-cylinder motor in it, so we're excited to see how fast that is. But again, it's wintertime, so we can't go do anything too crazy. Those are just a few cars. We definitely want more. If you have anything you think we should go review or tool around with, we're definitely trying to step up our videos. This isn't for money, it's for fun. We want to get other people into the car community having a good time. Like myself, I got sucked in. I mean, I was never a car guy until I bought my Fiesta ST. I mean, I was excited about them, but I never, actually started making purchases based on performance and what I like about cars. Whether it's comfort, performance, we just want to hear why you bought it. My buddy bought a Buick Regal Turbo. It's quick, but it needs some better tires, so he's not just lighting them up. It's front wheel drive, but he just lights them up the first few seconds, and if he can get that grip down, I'm excited to see how fast that car actually ends up being. But he got it more based off comfort, but I can still appreciate what it is for what it is. So we're just trying to get other people into the car community. I'm reviewing my RS as much as I can just because there are a lot of issues with it, and I'm trying to share that and vice versa. I hate forum digging when somebody could have just made a quick YouTube video. Again, that's why I like Stealthy RS and those kind of guys, because they take the forum digging that they've done and I've done, and we all try to just put it on YouTube where you can easily access it. So yeah, if there's anything you think we should do, review, or things on my videos that I could try to update. I just have a cheap GoPro in my iPhone. I'm not going to get too wild with it, but we're going to try to make more podcasts and maybe overlay them with some videos of our old cars and some pictures of our old cars, because we got some pretty good stories that we want to relive and share with you guys. And let us know if you have anything wild that happened, and we'd love to talk about it. So thanks for watching, and this is Casual Car Talk, and I'm your host, Eric.